The Aztec Calendar Stone is an unfinished piece and probably one of the most misunderstood pieces that we see from the Aztec world. To start out with, it's not exactly a calendar, but let's dig into things a little bit. Now, this depicts both the ritual calendar, so the symbols tied to the ritual calendar. It's not actually showing us a complete calendar, but it's also showing a depiction of space, and a unique depiction of both space and time. Now, the space element is actually the cardinal directions being marked out. This would have been a piece that would have been laid into the ground. Of course, it's never finished, but we believe that it would have been laid horizontally, probably in front of Temple of Mayor, but possibly somewhere else. And let's start looking at it from the center and work out. In the center, we see the glyph for movement with an unknown deity. To the Aztec, we live in the 5th age of man, an age of man that will be destroyed by earthquake or movement. Surrounding him are the dates of the 4 previous destructions of man. And man is destroyed by fire, by water, by wind. So you get the idea that each of these ages of man, they believe, was destroyed by a different, more or less natural element that came into play and destroyed the world as they knew it. As we move out from there, you will see another ring, and we're actually in this ring right here, which shows the 20 symbols tied to the ritual calendar. And we've kind of touched on that in the past. The next ring out from there, and we are here, actually depicts turquoise. And turquoise means that something is precious or particularly important. As we move from there, we move into the solar band. So we're going to be moving out into this outer band. And what we see at the outside are 2 fire serpents whose heads meet at the base. And these fire serpents are representative of the sun, at the base of which you see their heads open up as if their skulls, and this is a representation of their skulls coming out of their heads and meeting at the base of the calendar stone. The edge, and in this case, when I'm talking about the edge, we're actually talking about, for example, this area. What looks like excess stone and scribbles actually isn't. Same up here. And there was probably more at one time. The edge depicts the night sky with stars and planets. And what we are seeing is constellations and alignments of the stars, which would indicate, for example, the ages of man. The whole thing really celebrates the creation of the 5th world. And it's created because the Mexica, the tribal group at the center of the Aztec Empire, believed themselves to be the beginning of a new cosmic era. They believe that this new cosmic era began with them and will end with them. This idea that they are somehow different, that they are above everyone else surrounding them. And this becomes symbolic through this calendar stone, or symbolized by the calendar stone, that they are the beginning of time, they are the end of time. It is their cosmology, it is their understanding of space and time, these 2 things that go together so closely in the Mesoamerican world.